Hi everybody, my name's Deb Travers-Wolfe from iLead Consulting and my pronouns are she, her, and I'm here on the beautiful Gayomagal lands here in Sydney. So this is actually the first in a series of videos on the subject of cultural safety, and our goal is to help HR professionals, leaders and colleagues to understand what cultural safety is. There's actually a little bit of confusion around what it covers and what it doesn't right now, and it's a bit of a hot topic. And really to help us all understand how we can better understand our colleagues and work together with one another. So cultural safety is actually one of 4 types of workplace safety, and it's a subset of psychosocial safety in the workplace, which means it's an important element of our positive duty to create safe, respectful and inclusive workplace environments, which are today's minimum standard at work. And it's actually a double win because it's the same mindsets and the same skill sets that enable psychological safety. So let's unpack this cultural superpower, which the APS actually highlighted as one of their 4 key priorities in their Cultural Diversity Action Plan just a couple of days ago. Let me ask you though, what degree of cultural safety do you actually experience, and how much has that changed in the last 12 months? As one of the most multicultural countries in the world, we know it's important for many Australians, and that's in part because Australia is at a tipping point from both a social cohesion point of view, but also because exclusion and racism are on the rise, unfortunately, since the referendum. Now, cultural safety isn't just about countries and cultures, it also covers genders, generations, all identities and intersectionalities actually. And nearly 60% of participants from a workshop of about over 100 people recently told us that they were only experiencing about average or actually less than average cultural safety. And a similar number reported that it either reduced or not significantly changed in the last 12 months. Now, interestingly, the global research also tells us that about 60% of us report the need to cover our identities. You'll have heard this term cover, hiding important parts of ourselves in the workplace. And that means that workplaces actually have a lot more to do so that we can turn up as our more authentic selves. Over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to actually ask you to do some cultural safety spotting. So if you are like me and part of the dominant majority in your workplace, and of course I, as well as most of us, have some invisible intersectionalities perhaps, but by and large I do fit the dominant majority on the bulk of occasions. If you aren't one of the represented minority, I'd love you to take notice of when people are being treated differently. Really zoom in on those micro moments in discussions and decisions. What is it that you are noticing? Make a couple of notes and we'll unpack it in the next video.